Hello, in this tutorial, I'll show you how to freeze headings on Google Sheets. Freezing headings in Google Sheets keeps the top rows or left columns visible while you scroll through your data. This is particularly useful for maintaining context as you navigate large spreadsheets. So here's how to freeze headings. The first thing you need to do is to open the Google Sheet document where you want to freeze the headings, which we have over here. Then select the rows or columns to freeze. So to freeze rows, go ahead and click on the row number on the left side of the sheet to select the row you want to freeze. So let's say this is the row that I want to freeze. Number 1. So click on once you, for example, okay, so just click on to select to freeze the first row. Then if you want to freeze columns, go ahead and click on the letter to freeze the column. So let's say I want to freeze a column, and this is a column I want to freeze, and that's column A. So the numbers represent the rows and the letters represent the columns. So just bear in mind. So let's say this is the column I want to freeze. So for me to freeze, I have to go to the view option from the menu at the top of the screen. And then from here, I have a couple of options displayed. So click on freeze. And once you click on freeze in the drop down menu, to freeze a specific number of rows, you're going to have to select up to row X from the sub menu and then replace X with the row number you selected. So this is now up to row 1002. That's the total number of rows there. So you can click on that and say, so you can freeze all visible rows on there. Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to click on view and freeze, and so there's okay, so there's a problem. So let's say I want to freeze 2 rows. So that's it. I've been able to freeze row 1 and row 2 because I say I cannot freeze all. All right, that's, so to speak, let's say all figures have not been entered, but I don't know why I have that issue, but then that's pretty much. So over here I have been able to freeze just the first and the second row. So to freeze a column, I'll go ahead and select, so this is a column, right? So to freeze a column, I have selected this column that is here. So I've selected this column that is here, that is B. All right, and to freeze a specific number of columns, just go ahead and select up to the same thing, click on view and click on freeze and click on, let's say, 2 columns, and you see that has been frozen as well. So 2 columns have been frozen as well. So that's pretty much how you can freeze columns and rows. So to unfreeze rows or columns, just go back to view, and once you click on view, head over to freeze, and you're going to see no row. So just click on no row and go to view again, click on freeze and click on no columns, and that's pretty much how you can unfreeze. So how do you verify that you have frozen your columns? So scroll through your sheet to ensure that the rows or columns you selected remain visible as you navigate through the data. That's just pretty much it. But then I don't have large data, so this may not really be visible. The changes may not really be visible. If you have large data in your sheet, then you see that this is really going to work as smooth as possible. So if you want to freeze multiple rows or columns, go ahead and select the rows or column just below or to the right of the ones you want to freeze. Then choose up to current row or up to current column, anyone that you want to do. So if you want to freeze panes, that's for more advanced layers. You can also freeze both rows and columns simultaneously. Just follow the same steps for both rows and columns to keep both fixed while you are scrolling. So by freezing headings, you can keep your headers or key columns in view, which helps in managing and analyzing large data sets more effectively. So you can go over the tutorial from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and of course, once you are done, you will be good to go. I hope this tutorial marvelously helped you search.